And now let's move on to a good medical practice, which is essentially just guidelines going through the same thing. Now, one of the first principles is that you are coming to aid a patient called to by a medical professional. For example, if one of your peers are to request help or assistance in a procedure, that you are able to help them if it's appropriate for you to do so. Not mid-procedure, but at a time that you're free, you should be able, or you should go and help them as a good medical practice. Now, the second point here is providing avenues to reduce pain for patients if care is not applicable. This may mean that you're able to provide palliative care, whether that means administering or helping them get the support they need, whether it be through a dementia center, whether it be via counseling or social help. So this is also very, very important, so that your role doesn't really stop there, so that you allow them to reach the next step of potentially solving the problem or minimizing the pain that they feel. Now, the third tip is providing accurate notes after consultation, which are confidential and legible. Now, this is very, very important, because if a patient is to be asked the same questions, takes up 10 minutes of their time every consultation, it could be quite strenuous, and they might be frustrated and no longer want to disclose or divulge any confidential information. So it's important that you take good notes of the patient, so that your team members and colleagues are able to provide the best management plan for the patient and not frustrate them. Legible, well, we know my handwriting is shambolic, so hopefully the advent of computers will come to save me. Now, the fourth point says never expressing villages or personal information which would disturb a patient and make them lose trust in the NHS. I don't know what villages is, so let's just cross that out. I don't know what I was thinking when I was doing that. Basically, not disclosing any personal information which would disturb a patient or make them lose trust in the NHS. The HIV example earlier on in this segment is a really good one, apparently. So now let's move on to the fifth question: apologizing when appropriate and being tender in approach. Now, this is very, very important for a doctor to do so on the basis that it allows the patient to feel confident that they're being completely transparent and not hiding any background information or something along those lines. Now, this is very, very important for the patient, as it allows them to build a sense of trust in the medical professional who is treating them, and again able to divulge more information in the future and return for treatments and comply with treatments, because compliance is a big thing. Now, one of the last points of SJT, I feel like I need a drum roll, is mentioning points of contention and removing ones from the decision making process. By this, it could be the fact that they're family members, it could be the fact that potentially they are associated with people that you do not like, and that you remove this almost initially. Again, this is explained in an earlier video, so if you go back to it, hopefully you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. There will be a few more tips at the end, just summing up the whole course. But if you really enjoyed it, then share it, spread it around. You're probably not going to share it because you know that it's probably really beneficial, and if you share it, people get higher grades and all that craziness. So up to you guys, and yeah, so I'm going to end this and let's get on to the final videos. If you have very minimal time, I have an ebook that is present in the link description, and that's my killer tips. Essentially, I explained them in the video, but there are some tips in there that I haven't really explained. Basically, catch you guys on the other side.
Why is it hard for me? Why is it hard for me? Oh.